Don't believe those silly rumors. Life is a chore. I'm telling you, just...
Okay, so we just got to our destination and I am alone for a second, so I wanted to just show you how I'm setting up the kitchen. Let me show you the things that we brought and the things that we're going to eat while we're here to just stay on track. Obviously, nothing is perfect, and I'm sure there's going to be a time when I'm not going to stick to my plan 100% of the time, but for the most part, if I can stick to my plan and have things prepared ahead of time, then that is going to equal success to me. Life is about balance. You want to have fun. You want to be able to meet the unexpected, but also not completely go out of your mind and binge and go on a downward spiral. That's me anyways, for sure. So let me show you around the kitchen and just kind of show you how I've set everything up. And we plan to totally use this trailer kitchen as a functional kitchen while we're here, and I've already made a lot of things, so I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. And that brings up the concept of having a base plan. Like, if all else fails, what is your base plan? These are the things that I like to keep in order if I have the chance to be able to prep food ahead of time, and so this is my base plan for this trip. So let me get into this kitchen before I lose the light. Okay, so I've got 1 onion and 2 garlics here. We made some sauerkraut right before we left, and I just ate it because it's amazing. And we've got some fresh fruit here. I've got bananas and all of the produce that I brought with me. I've got apples and grapefruits, lemons, oranges, all of that. Chris made some of his bread that he eats all of the time. I don't really eat this, but it is delicious when I do have it. You know, I know we're gonna show a lot of Ziploc here, and I apologize for that, but sometimes, especially in a small space, that's going to be the easiest way for me to keep things stored. Another thing that I always do, no matter where I go, is bag up some spices. So I've got salt and paprika here. I've got a whole nother bag down there full of spices. This coconut oil was here, but I am going to be helping my friend that we're staying with make some red lentil curry, and I'm also going to do a creamy mushroom sun-dried tomato pasta with that. Over here, I've kind of made this our pantry area. I've got oatmeal here. These little bars from Trader Joe's, Eli loves to eat, so I find that on trips these are great savers if he's kind of, you know, not wanting to eat anything else. And I've been really enjoying this Orrington Farms broth base and seasoning. It's vegan and it kind of has that chicken, you know, artificially flavored, but I'll use it as a broth for the meal that I'm going to be making. And I've got some organic diced tomatoes to make like a soup in the Vitamix if I need. We've got some chicory and some coffee. If you do a pour over brewer, this is a linen reusable, you know, coffee filter. It's actually really cool. I'm really liking this. I just got this on Etsy. And then for the big family dinner that I'm making, I'm just going to be using regular pasta. We're staying, you know, and eating with people that are not vegan, so I don't want to get too granola on them. And we're here for Passover, so I've got, this is the cleanest matzah that I have found. It was just whole wheat flour and water, so that's pretty cool. I've got some nori sheets that I can quickly roll some sushi if I want. And now let me take you over to this fridge. I mean, I'm super impressed with this whole setup in here and the fact that there's a pretty huge fridge and freezer. In the freezer, I've got frozen mango and frozen pineapple. Of course, I'm going to make some smoothies pretty much every single day. And then we've got the entire fridge stocked up. So I'll just go a little bit at a time. Here we have just a leftover smoothie for Eli that we brought on the trip. These are the black beans that I made in last week's video, and I still have quite a bit. This is a chickpea no tuna salad. This is from my cookbook, Eating Whole, and every time I make this, I'm like, gosh, that's really good. It's really good. I'm just dipping celery into it. Our host gave us some coconut milk creamer. I'm not really sure what kind that is, but look forward to trying it out. Some soy milk, Earth Balance for Chris, because he eats a lot of it with his bread, and same with Eli. Eli's on a peanut butter and jelly kick right now, so we've got some organic jam and peanut butter. These our host left us. Eli loves to have these organic creamy cashew yogurts. That's really a good favorite of his when he doesn't want to eat anything else. I've got the brown rice that I prepped. I've got mixed greens, a whole box. This is the cashew cream that I prepped in the last video. Potatoes that I prepped and just baked. I can have these cold or warm them up. Sunflower microgreens here. Chris made some Asian that he really likes to eat, you know, just to have something prepared. I've got spinach to eat as is or add to our smoothies. Made some pasta ahead of time for Eli. We've got grapes, I've got a bunch of celery, and in the vegetable drawer I have avocado. This is a red cabbage. I've got a bunch of jalapenos here, cucumber, chives from our greenhouse, green onion from the greenhouse, and cilantro as well. So it's looking like a little bit of a mess right now, but it's gonna work for us. Hi, Beba. Are you ready? You wanna come in?
She's kind of wanna lay down.
You tired, girl?
Yeah.
Oh, Beba. I'm gonna leave us for now so I can take care of little baby girl. And yeah, just wanted to show you that kitchen before it gets, you know, eaten. Oh my gosh, it feels like we're escaping.
See you later.
This is the first time we're getting away without kids in 3.5 years, almost 4 years, and I definitely wouldn't recommend waiting that long. This feels totally weird.
It feels like they're still there in the back, just like sleeping or something.
Yeah, it's so quiet. I can't even, I've not experienced silence in so long. It took me 5 years to sort out my life and clean things up. That's why I didn't film anything this morning, but we're heading to the beach now and we're gonna go and have a date.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Ah, we made it. It's freezing, but it's beautiful. I love the ocean.
So for what I done wrong, though the levee is broken, give me the strength to be strong. My heart is
Burr, that is not tropical beach weather at all. We're getting hungry, so I'm just gonna show you what we're snacking on. And it's so nice that we made all those things ahead of time because we really don't have to think about it at all. And we've got everything already made. This is so good.
go ahead and darken the night.
Okay, bridge.
Bridge. On to our second course. Thank goodness for jars, right? But these are just reused from pickles, so there we go. And on to my third course. This is horrible food combining, by the way. If you have a sensitive stomach, never eat in the order that I just ate. But now I'm having my smoothie.
Surrender for me, like a lazy Susan, spin around for eternity. My heart is bleeding, my lungs are drowning.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I love the ocean. What a treat. What an absolute treat to come and be at the ocean, see this beautiful bridge, and be on a little date. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
I saw the bear. Yeah, man, that is the truth. Oh, give me one reason. I ain't better off dead.
For lunch, I'm going to do some grapes, and then I'm just going to make a really easy salad with these roasted potatoes that I had before. I'm gonna top it with some sauerkraut, and then also make a little bit of a dressing with some lemon and the cashew cream.
Skamwa is most inspiratory things together.
I don't think I understood anything you just said. Alright, so here is my lunch. I've got some lemon wedges and a big salad and some grapes. I'm gonna have my grapes first, and then I will go with my salad. Would you like some salad?
No.
No. So this has been my typical breakfast. I brought my Vitamix with us. So I've been making smoothies for breakfast, and then I'm just finishing up these really, really sweet and delicious blueberries. We got a ton of fresh berries. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this kitchen mess, and then I'll sit down and have a little chat with you guys. All right, you guys, so I wanted to just have a quick little chat with you. Life is never perfect, and when I make these videos, I would never want you to think that, you know, I never mess up. It's always, you know, something that I'm constantly thinking about and planning ahead of. And for the most part, I stay on track, but of course, there's gonna be slip-ups everywhere for every single person, and really, I'm no different. So what I wanna share with you is just kind of my base plan, and this is kind of what I have in place, and if kind of everything falls apart, I will lean back to that. There's things that I have, sometimes there's things that I have, of course, never, and then there's things that I will always have. So I'm going to share with you my always haves, and maybe they'll spark your imagination if you're going on a trip, or you're going to a restaurant, or you're, you know, just out of your regular everyday routine. So for me, having my Vitamix is very, very helpful because I'm always able to keep my breakfast on track. I have those things that I meal prepped. I still have tons of brown rice and beans and potatoes and cashew sour cream and the lentil marinara. So also, I'm prepped for lunch. And then the people that we're staying with, we've been switching off making dinner in their big kitchen. Had really great things. One night she made veggie tacos, and we were able to assemble our own. So I made more of a salad-y taco. The next night I made a huge salad with a pasta from my cookbook, and it was so, so good. They're not vegans, by the way, and they loved it. Last night, my other friend friend made a lentil dal that was amazing, and I was able to stay on track. I had some naan and I had probably a little bit more than I should have, but I also think you have to have a little bit of balance in situations where, you know, you're not in your game 100% of the time. So it was good, and now I'm moving on and I'm back on course. So for you, for me, for everybody, really researching where you're going to be staying ahead of time is important. If you're planning on going out, you want to make sure that you have some options. Great vegan friendly plant-based options would be things like Indian or Mexican, any kind of Asian cuisine. Even a steakhouse, you can have a baked potato and a salad pretty much anywhere. And then, you know, of course, if you can talk to your waiter and have less oil, you do. And if you don't, you start over the next meal. So having all my fruits and veggies with me here in this RV, I know is going to keep me on track, but still I know it's not going to be my 100%, but I'm hitting my base plan. So be encouraged. If you're traveling and you're feeling like you're going to be stressed out and you don't really know what to do, just plan for the base necessities that you need to make sure that you are nourished and healthy. Get those fresh fruits and vegetables in, lots of water, and then just take it meal by meal. And just having a plan in place is so much better than just waiting to see what's going to happen. If you don't know, my background is as a professional singer and dancer, and that's what I've done my whole life up until I had kids. And I remember being on national tours and gaining so much weight because I just waited to see what was going to happen. And most of the time what happened was Subway and Chipotle and you know, not good choices. So having a plan in place really keeps things under control, and you're able to really feel your best you know, when you're out and traveling. So let me know down in the comments below what you think is your base plan. What's your thing that you always are gonna stick to no matter what is going on around you? Because situations and circumstances will always arise. There's no doubt about it. There's never the perfect time to lose weight. There's never the perfect time to get healthy or get back on track. You just have to do it in the midst of everything. Let me know what you think in the comments. No grass skirt.
Yes. Yeah, buddy. I see the weather.
That's the ocean, Eli. Do you like the ocean? It's amazing, Eli.
Yeah.
Tell me.
It's water will clean my
So as I mentioned before, we're visiting our friends and we were celebrating Passover together. So here we're just doing some fun games with the kids, illustrating the plagues of the Exodus story. Hey you guys, so we made it back home. I'm here editing this video right now, realizing I never did any kind of outro or never got to say goodbye to you. So I just want to wrap up this video by saying thank you for watching, and you know, just to encourage you that if you do have something coming up like a travel or a restaurant or whatever it may be, if you feel like you have some anxiety surrounding that, just know that planning ahead is truly the best thing you can do. Whether it's researching the restaurant ahead of time, or whether it's bringing your food ahead of time, or eating something before you go to the place, there's always ways that you can prepare for success. And the thing is, some people might think it's time consuming or it's a hassle, but what's more of a hassle is having to deal with this farther down the road when you don't have your health under control or your weight still under control and you really, really want to live your best life. The food part of it should be the easiest part of your life. I say that all the time. Gain control and gain success over this area of your life, and you're free to do whatever the heck it is that you are meant to do in your life and what you want to do in your life. I want these videos to be helpful for you guys, and I want them to always have have a takeaway that is something that you can implement for your own success. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about my vegan journey and where I am personally right now, I just did an interview and I'll go ahead and link both of those down in the description below if you want to check out a little bit more and hear a little bit more of my background. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.